Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our Math 7 screencast series. We are starting Unit 4. This is our first lesson. We're actually back in the Volume 1 book for 2 units. So make sure you get that back out. If you notice, we're on page 9, which we haven't been that far back in our book in a long time. So let's start off with an activity. Go ahead and hold your two fingers, your middle finger and your pointer finger, up against your neck until you find your pulse. You have to move around maybe a little bit until you feel it. Once you have your pulse, I want you to set a timer. And actually, I have a timer here. I want you to, okay, that's fine. I want you to count your beats in the next 15 seconds. Ready, set, go. Wait, hold on, I gotta reset it. Ready, set, go. While you're counting, we're going to figure out what your heart rate is here, okay? So you're counting your beats, figuring how many heartbeats you have, and then 15 seconds. And stop. Okay. So what you just did is you figured out how many heartbeats you had in 15 seconds. Now what we're going to do is we're going to multiply it by 4, and that will tell us how many heartbeats you had in 60 seconds. This will give us your heart rate. So go ahead in your book, write how many beats you had per 1 minute. Now what I want you to do is repeat this exercise after, let's say, do a minute of jumping jacks. And I want you to compare your two heart rates and look at your resting heart rate versus your active heart rate. We use rates all the time. What you just did is you did a heart rate. We use rates when we measure gasoline mileage for vehicles. Does your truck probably gets low gas mileage, but like your hybrid vehicle probably gets high gas mileage. We use rates all the time when we buy things. It's $3 for a cup of coffee, $3 per cup of coffee. Anytime you buy anything, there's a rate. It's a price per thing, okay? When we calculate rates, you always divide two things. Something divided by another thing. When we're running, we have a rate of speed. Miles per hour is your speed, or you can measure it in feet per second if you're looking at it in a different way. So let's actually calculate some rates. So if we spend $300 for 6 hours, or let's say you make $300 in 6 hours, that's pretty good money. We got to figure out how much money did you make per hour. So you take 300 divided by 6, and you get $50 per hour. Now the number one thing with rates is you have to have 2 units in your answer. So dollars per hour. You can write it a couple different ways. You can write out the words dollars per hour if you wanted. It's up to you how you want to do that. I like abbreviations, so HR for hours, $sign for dollars. Make sure whatever comes first in your units. In this case, 220 miles for 8 gallons. Okay, so this is measuring gas mileage on your vehicle. 220 divided by 8 is, checking my calculator. You can use your phone if you need to, but I always prefer a calculator. 27.5 miles per gallon. Adults like to say MPGs. You might like to say it too. All right. Now, if you take unit rates and apply it to money, purchasing things, we call it unit price. Unit prices, you have to have the money first always. So I'm going to take that and we're going to put it over how many are in a pack. There's 4 in a pack. So we're going to take 212 divided by 4. I get 53 cents. I'm going to use a $sign because it's a decimal per fruit. It's a mixed fruit. So it could be oranges, apples, bananas, whatever. Clementine. Ooh, mango. Let's get tropical. All right. Now, when we have word problems, you always want to make sure you understand what the word problem says. In this case, Tito wants to buy some peanut butter to donate to a local food pantry. Tito wants to buy as much peanut butter as possible. So he's looking to basically buy the cheapest brand of peanut butter. Okay. Which brand should he buy? So what we're going to do is we're going to calculate. We're going to divide the price divided by the ounces. So 219 divided by 12 is 18 cents. 279 divided by 18 is 15.5 cents. 469 divided by 28 is 17.5. So grandma's is the best so far. 660 divided by 40 ounces is 16.5. So it's grandma's.